to say that before I click the live button.
Because we gotta wait a minute.
Because we gotta wait a minute before we say that.
Hi, guys.
Greetings. Stay a while and listen. I haven't. Oh, hey! I just got the.
So did I. I still need to pull up YouTube. I'll be in chat or monitoring chat in a minute.
I was just telling a story about my wonderful time playing Final Fantasy XI and wanting to make a not kind of AMV, but a parody of Final Fantasy XI in Yu Yu Hakusho, because that's who I am as a person.
I mean, I used Seabat and SpongeBob, so like I can't say anything.
Yeah, bro, I got nothing.
I have zero room to talk.
And before that, we were talking about Genghis Khan, the song, not the prolific.
The song by Mike Snow, not the Great Genghis Khan by The Who.
Jesus Christ, there's so many. I have to be very specific.
I am here to just make your life more fun by adding necessary specificity.
I mean, specificity is kind of important.
I won't let you get in her way.
Oh, hey, there we are. Well, there's an ad. Oh, hey, there we are.
It works. Ghost Waters. Battle is started. Give Ash commands to take the enemy down. Units take turns in order the highest to lowest speed.
Speed?
The stat represents nimbleness.
That is a good question that I don't have the answer to.
Yeah, I don't know. It said there were 4 people a minute ago, and now it says that there's 1. So I don't know where the people went, but there's no people.
Yeah, there's no working in the chat, and that is suspicious.
I didn't want to. Oh, it doesn't sound like my microphone. Because my mic is not on. Now does it sound like my mic is on?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Just...
Oh, turn the fan off if you would, please.
Oh.
I forgot to turn that off. That's probably also going to cause some...
So I, speaking of can you hear me now, and flashing back about 25 years, my 25th high school reunion, I guess. Somebody is planning a reunion. And so I asked my little group of the people I like from high school if we wanted to do something, because we should probably start planning that now if we want to. And the first response was, so to clarify, you mean like us and not like the entirety of
our class?
And I was like, I don't know whether to be flattered or frightened that anyone thinks I could sway 900 people to do what I want them to do.
Man, I wish I could sway 900 people.
So far, the only because I set up a poll and the answers were it's been a minute. It's been a few minutes. Fuck yes. Fuck no. Fuck, it's been 25 years. Fuck yeah, but only if, and please specify your conditions in the comments. fuck me, fuck you, and something else. Can we get an answer that does not include the word fuck? No. And so far, all I've gotten is a condition from Athena that it not be in the Texas heat because she's lived in
The Texas heat.
well, she's been living in the Pacific Northwest too long. Like, fine. Not necessarily that I want to go to Texas specifically, but there are other people in Texas I would like to see. That I just didn't go to high school with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I really think now the only people that I'm going to keep in touch with from high school are the people that I'm keeping in touch with from high school. Because I tried to keep in touch with other people from high school, and that ended poorly.
Well, that was a person. That was a person.
Oh.
And again, I can kick shins. I'm very good at it. I'm just the right height. That's like what I can reach.
Hang on, Marona.
But look at me knowing what day of the week it is. I mean, the fact that that is an accomplishment is... I don't think she's a representative sample. I mean, so the people that I want to keep in touch with in high school, I've already kind of kept in touch with. Like, seeing them once every 20 years is a little weird, honestly. Like, granted, I did get a message from Phil, and so...
You're the one who ran away.
God, I don't know how many years it's been since I've seen Phil around.
It's been at least 7. I think 9.
I'm gonna be like, dude, if I don't see you within a decade, you're...
Because I've known you for a decade now.
Just... No.
Yeah.
I can't, Marona.
I'm still gonna have to do my walk at some point. Yeah, I hope the usual people... I mean...
I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird, like, Twilight Zone situation. And
I mean, I am...
Or the Langoliers ate everybody.
Well, I mean, if Libby can see it, you can see it. It is public.
Yes.
Because I did do a test stream a little while ago. Because the last live stream last week, we had to stop because
The audio.
shit broke.
Or, yeah, the
Kept dropping
frames.
And so I'm like, okay, so I did a test stream, which was private, but I'm pretty sure I set this one up to be public. Yeah, it says public. So, hopefully.
I didn't want to be drunk in public. I wanted to be drunk in a bar. You threw me into public.
Yeah, it keeps bouncing between 1 and 4. So I don't know where everyone is, but you know, it's Wednesday.
And it's the summer. Shit's still weird.
Yeah.
Which I'm still like flabbergasted that I managed to end up with 3 appointments tomorrow. It's too
Not
many.
1, not 2, but 3. No, 3 is the owl from the Tootsie Roll Pop.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you.
He's I'm pretty sure he's got that patented.
Oh, hey, it's Cirque.
I forgot it was Wednesday. Look at. Okay, here's the thing. Libet remembered that it was Wednesday. She's the only one. When she doesn't remember it's Wednesday, it's when everyone else remembers it's Wednesday.
So that's the thing, is it's opposite day. That's
Today is opposite day.
It is opposite day. Which is also an excellent episode of SpongeBob.
That's my line. I am weak.
Before the live stream, Jess and I were talking. One of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons is the one with Hank Scorpio, the boss who hires Homer because he thinks Homer's brilliant. Meanwhile, all in the background, he's this, James Bond-esque villain trying to threaten the United Nations, and it's hilarious. Because we were talking about, because I listened to the song Genghis Khan, which people may not have heard because my mic was.
Yeah.
Listened to that earlier this morning, and so I kind of want to do
Look at you sitting there all regal, and I just messed it up.
bits of that episode, but with the Genghis Khan song. So apparently there's some kind of quantum effect of me knowing the day of the week.
As punishment for your unsanctioned
Quantum entanglement is...
I had the last bit of peach cobbler for dinner or lunch. I don't know.
I want to go save Ash.
Right.
I see. Well, if we're
Sorry,
in agreement,
flour,
it makes
milk,
my job
eggs,
easier.
and fruit if it's got.
Sarah had salmon for dinner. I had a sandwich.
I will probably have leftover enchiladas when I get home.
And I had leftover enchiladas for lunch, so I did a sandwich instead. And I had some sour cherry gushers. I love the sour cherry more than the blue raspberry. Actually, after eating the sour cherry, I taste the blue raspberry. I'm like, this is just a flavor of lies. It's like, I went to see Randy Feltface a while back, earlier this summer, and was it Father's Day that we went out to dinner with my parents, and they were asking
Yeah.
because we did dinner with them. It's like we have to leave at a certain time because we got to go to Raleigh to see a show, and they're like, "What show are you going to go see?" I was Randy Feltface, and like, okay, what the hell is that? And so I brought up a YouTube clip to show them because they saying we're going to go see a stand-up comedian who's really just a purple felt puppet. Didn't really answer the question. And so there's a bit where Randy's talking about how he's hosting Thanksgiving, and his sister calls and is like, as soon as he picks up, his sister, it doesn't even say hello. It's like, Braden can't have blue. And that was the clip that I opted to show my parents, to show them what I was spending money on to see for entertainment. And I'm pretty sure my parents have some concerns about my mental well-being.
I mean, if they have those concerns about you, and I'm tagging along and encouraging things, they're gonna get so sick of me in September.
I've said this so many times before. I do not know how my parents could withstand my childhood, because watching the shows that I watched as a child, just how did they not think, oh my god, this child is going to grow up to be brain dead? Like, And that's one of the reasons why I'm not at all concerned in any way, shape, or form about the brain rot TV or brain rot, current, because the shit that we watched was just weirder. I've forgotten just how weird Ren and Stimpy was.
What's your name?
Ren's job was selling rubber nipples.
Phantom. How can you talk to
That was his career. He was a chihuahua that had a career.
Talk to Phantom.
And it was selling rubber nipples. There was Powdered Toast Man, who was this beefy guy wearing a Superman-esque costume, sans the cape, but with a piece of toast for a head. And he flew backwards. He flew butt first, because he had a very tight buttocks, and like that was a thing.
Just taking inspiration from the dung beetle. That's cool.
Sorry. First, tell me.
And he had a power where you could stare into his nipples of the future, and his nipples would pop out and like stab someone in the eyes and show them the future. This is the stuff that I watched as a kid thinking, this is hilarious. This is what I'm going to base my entire focus of comedy on. And I'm
Just like the sun.
Don't whiz on the electric fence. Yes, that was another one.
I mean, that's just...
Got it all wrong. I couldn't even help you just now.
That's just a good idea.
Yeah, but I grew up around electric fences, so
Well-
like...
So, Mythbusters actually tried to test it. And they said that it didn't do anything. And I'm like, part of the problem is their testing method was flawed, because their testing method is not the same as a stream of urine.
Yeah. Also, just like,
Well then, I actually want
don't...
I can use some things. Won't you join?
What's funny is they tested several myths about electricity and just shocking the shit out of each other. And they're
And
like,
they just lick a battery and sit in the corner.
but they're like, we're going to do this safely. And it's like, oh, when it's your dick on the line.
Yep.
I mean, I've often said when it's my dick on the line.
Your dick goes online?
I mean, it can.
Independently?
I mean,
Apricot, why don't we join for?
I feel a strong power within you. Is that just a pile of teddy bears?
Yeah, that's...
There's just a giant thing of sunflowers and a pile of multicolored teddy bears.
And somebody offering to bring out your powers, which just, this
What are you muttering to like
sounds like there's some grooming going on.
So one of the best things about Dragon Ball Z Abridged is it made fun of some of the weird parts of Dragon Ball Z. There's a bit in the Namek saga where they meet Guru, who is this just giant, overweight Namekian. Which is
Excuse me.
interesting because the Namekians don't eat. They only drink water. So why is he literally 10 times the size of another Namekian?
Genetics.
There's slug people that are all basically clones of each other.
Recessive genes.
See, years of inbreeding. There are also no Namekian women. But there's a bit where Guru meets Krillin and puts his hand on his head. It's like, I will unleash your inner power. And like that's supposed to be like how they got a power up when they can't say. Because previously in all the Dragon Ball lords, like they got strength by doing excessive amounts of training.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, well, we have to resort to magic because we're kind of on a timeline here. We got a deadline for... The Space Hitler is trying to blow up the planet.
I mean...
Come on.
Yeah.
He's the Andre the Giant of the slug people. Okay. Fair. And then Krillin gets a massive power boost. It's like, let's take Gohan, the 8-year-old child, to see Guru, so that he can have his... Because he's also half Saiyan, and Saiyans are apparently super fucking powerful. And so in Team 4-Star, they're like... Krillin goes up to Gohan and says, Gohan, I need to introduce you to Guru. He can reach inside of you and pull out all sorts of hidden power that you didn't know you had. It's like... Gohan's like, I need an adult? And Krillin's like, I am an adult.
I need a different adult.
And then he takes him to Guru, and Guru's character in Dragon Ball Z Abridged is just all sorts of terrible. And it's like, he puts his hand on Gohan's head. It's like, well, I guess I'm doing this again. As if it's like touching a child. It's like, and Gohan's like, I need an adult?
Here I go murdering again.
And Guru's like, I am an adult.
Hi,
Axis. You being a kitty? Hi, you want to come say hi?
Hi, Axis. Are you done sitting upstairs crying for no reason?
No.
Are you just taking a break?
Yep. Taking a break from screaming my ass off. And now I'm going to get sued by Kit Kat.
No, ow, cramp. I don't like it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Okay. So, for the first time in over 48 hours, the humidity in my house dropped down to 79.
Oh, wow. I probably should come over one day soon and check the crawl space of the house and be like, is it flooded? Is that why this is...
I should have, but I lost daylight before I could do it. Put the new lock on the new lock. There isn't even one on there.
No.
But put it on there yesterday because when I went to take out the trash, it was still closed too. Like nobody had opened it, and I don't have the trash can up against it right now. So I think somebody's just using it for shelter when it rains. I was able to breathe earlier today, and then I did yard work.
And that is gone.
That is gone. But yeah, so I caught up on Foundation, which, great show if no one's watched it and you have access to watch it. I like it. It's good, and Lee Pace remains gorgeous. But I got caught up on it last night, and I still had a handful of stars that I needed to do. So okay, I'll watch something, and that's when I started watching Tiny World. And so I made stars and looked at cute little frogs and listened to Paul Rudd. Not being bitter about being typecast. You know, we want to do a show about the smallest creatures on Earth. We should get Ant-Man to narrate.
I mean,
okay, Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob are like my jams. I watched some Ed and Eddie, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I was the target age for it. I wasn't for SpongeBob either, which is why I didn't like it until I was in college. And then I was better prepared to enjoy absurdity.
I missed a lot of that era. That I could not stand Ed, and Eddie. I don't know why. It grated on me. Billy and Mandy was good. I didn't really get into Fairly Odd Parents. But, like, the bits of it I've seen, I liked. But, yeah, there was, like, around that time, I was watching more things like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I did like that. I liked that quite a lot.
I still go around going, Jobs? When did you get Jobs?
He does.
It's only been 20 years. God, it has been about that time.
Yeah, I liked that one quite a bit. And then there was like Rocket Power and Rugrats. I was at the age for Rugrats when it was like I could definitely appreciate the adults' humor.
Yeah.
More. So like, I've lost all control of my life. I'm 17 and I'm already like, man, I fucking feel you.
I've gone back and rewatched some cartoons from my youth because like there were jokes that I missed because they were aimed at the adults, and the fact is like, Stu, why are you making pudding at 3 a.m.? Because I've lost all control of my life. Is something that I relate to on a personal level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just.
Also, you know, I have some strange affinity for Phil and Lil's mom.
Oh God, she reminded me of my aunt. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll tell you about that one off stream. That is a whole conversation. Like, I don't think I should publicly say this.
Okay.
There's a lot there that would need to be unpacked. There was I found later there was an interesting like fan theory that Tommy Pickles is a reincarnation of the Doctor.
Yes.
And I don't know why, but I absolutely love that headcanon.
I do too. It's yeah, I like it a lot.
But I also love headcanon that's, you know, just a little out there, but it makes sense.
I mean, it's the same reason why I love the like, It's Raining Men and Bodies Hit the Floor.
Are the
like,
same song from two different points of view.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I love stuff like that.
You can tell me
I like
if you're feeling
intertextuality.
Maybe I can help you.
Rowan.
I don't know if you're on. I don't think you're on screen. Do you want to come over here?
Both of you.
Well,
Thank you.
Hi, buddy.
yeah. As Rowan gets older, his meow just is becoming more.
Take some time to
Like, you're turning into a duck in your old age, son.
About this island.
I wonder if that's just a black cat thing, because
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wednesday did the same thing,
Oh, really?
and you know, years from now we'll be like looking at Pike and Tilly and be like, "Are you gonna start quacking? Is it just a thing that?"
What? What?
Why is my screen randomly flashing? What are you doing, phone? Stop telling me to do things.
Cease and desist. Calling my lawyer.
I don't do facility work. Respect my boundaries, okay? No touching. No touching.
Oh, come here, buddy. Hey.
I'm a sailor. I got no special skills. Well. Hello.
Nope. Apparently, the arm of the futon is home base right now.
Yep, that is. X to open the base menu. I need to summon someone.
Go, oh, go. Haha, I win. With one hand behind my back, literally, because that's where you are.
I can't move.
You wanna talk to me?
Thank you.
I can't do anything. What? I can move the camera, and that's about it.
Oh no.
No. Okay, that. There we go.
Just got stuck.
Yeah. R and Y.
Okay, that fan theory is horrifying.
A fan theory where the babies were all in Jack's head and.
I mean, I guess that would explain some of the Reptar stuff.
There's a lot there that I.
Rugrats go to Paris.
I'm sitting here going, there was a fan theory about a series of movies that are not connected.
Will you tell me when you get
It's not the one with Carl Winslow.
No,
But that
although
one
I do
is-
enjoy that.
That one is a well-known. There's another one just like equally as absurd. But for those of you who don't know, the Carl Winslow, the dad from Family Matters, Reginald L. Johnson is the actor. He plays a cop in a lot of his acting career. The dad from Family Matters was a Chicago police officer. He was in Ghostbusters. He was Al in Die Hard. And there's a fan theory that they're all the same person.
He's just had a very interesting career.
He's just had a very traumatic life. So, like, I forget, like, where it's, because there's a couple of different ones. It's like, where does it start? It's like, well, you know, chronologically, it would have started in Ghostbusters. So he was a police officer in New York when Gozer attacked, and he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Went to the other coast.
Became a cop in L.A., ended up shooting a kid and having a traumatic experience and going through all that. And then there's the whole Nakatomi Plaza. It's like, I can't do this anymore. And
his wife was pregnant at the time.
His wife was pregnant at the time. And then moves to Chicago and has several more kids and
lives next door to Steve Urkel.
Moves next door to Steve Urkel and becomes... That's when his life calms down.
Yeah.
Right. The Argento pirate crew annihilated after only 3 years.
But no, there's another one that's it's
Even though you defeated it?
it's a series of movies. I'll have to look it up because it was one of those. It's like none of these movies are connected. Like they don't share the same actor.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Like that, I can at least. It's an actor playing the same type of character in multiple.
Yeah.
Like okay, yeah, we can.
I wanted to go too.
But like there was one that it's on the tip of my tongue. That's just so like these. It's almost like the
But no matter what,
the movies that share similar names, but like two of them are part of one franchise and one of them is a completely different. Like this trilogy just went off the rail. It's like two of them are like horror, one of them's a romantic comedy, but they all kind of share a similar. Yeah. It's like I don't know where this trilogy went, but it went in a direction kind of deal. Like it's three movies that are so seemingly unconnected, and it's like
I also want
The Hills Have Eyes, The Hills Have Eyes. Notting Hill.
yeah.
Almost all of the
Whoop.
territory. Is that I want to give pirates remake these
But yeah,
becomes
it's bothering me because like I can, it's
Dad had a lot.
it's there in the back of my mind. It's gnawing,
territories of
like the rabbit from Monty Python.
I always pictured
Big
pirates
sharp,
free.
pointy teeth.
we managed
Look
to
at the
hold on to this.
boats.
There are those who call
Call
me
me
Tim.
Tim.
It's funny because I know two people named Tim. One of them is my uncle who just loves that. He's just like, there are those who call me Tim. And then there was
Stay here, Apricot.
Pat's former roommate who used to work at the same hardware store as Amanda back in the day. And he's just like, there are those who call me, like, anytime I introduced him to new people, he'd be like, there are those who call me Tim?
Tim? You know how there are some adults that you meet in your childhood that like you wish you could go and like have a conversation with them now that you're an adult.
Yes.
So some of my best friends in elementary school, Cindy and Jenny, their dad was named Tim, and he was the one who used to like solder and weld little like art pieces and stuff, and he taught welding at the community college, and just all around cool guy. Actually watched the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie at their house, and there was a very interesting discussion about it. It was fun, but he ended up with some sort of brain tumor that ended up killing him.
Oh.
But his sense of humor seems such that he would have also enjoyed that very much.
So, growing up, I got to be fairly close friends with a lot of my friends' parents. Because, like, we were constantly over at, like, each other's house kind of deal. Like,
Yeah.
And I still keep in touch with...
Atelier, hello.
I still keep in touch with some of them, but there are some that like I wish I were, more in touch with because they're really nice people.
Yeah.
But like,
Whoop.
It was weird because like, a lot of my friends' parents treated there's a reason why Chris's parents, Chris's mom, she'll send me a happy birthday. It's like, happy birthday, other son. Because I lived there, and Chris lived at my house for extended, just growing up. But, like, they also they treated you like one of their kids, but they also treated you like a tiny adult a lot of times, because they could see that you were growing, you were learning. So, like, I would have conversations with his parents that were like, these are not conversations I would have with my parents. But, like, we were talking about, like, political and religious intrigue and things like that. It's just, like, which is weird, because, like, it's not that I wouldn't have those conversations with my parents.
It's just that they didn't happen.
They just didn't happen. Like, they happen now. I have so many weird conversations with my dad about, let's talk about geopolitics. Why not?
It's fun when I get involved.
But, like, I remember hanging out with Phil's parents. And, like, I was having dinner at Phil's house one evening. Which was weird because they were one of the only ones that's like, oh, if there's kids around, we're still going to eat at the table. We're just all going to eat at, like, they had a very nice, like, dining room. We're going to eat and we're going to sit and talk. And, that was just par for the course for them. I was like, this is odd because none of them. But we were sitting there talking, and Phil's dad asked us about our gaming campaign, because that was what we were doing earlier in the day. Was we were gaming, and he's like, I overheard some things that I'm kind of curious about. And normally I was like, okay, this is Phil's dad was a Lutheran minister. He didn't seem like he was I never got any like satanic panic vibes from him, kind of deal. He was very chill. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's. But minister, Dungeons and Dragons. There's a history of. And he's
the
like,
70s and 80s were a hell of a drug.
Right, and so he's like, you were talking about the Seraph. How do you know so much about the Seraph? And so we're just like, what? He's like, that's very, Gnostic mythology. That's not something that's, where'd you... And so we just sat around the dinner table talking about, A, Seraph as a construct, and B, that we were playing... We were definitely not playing that the Seraph were good, because in most fantasy settings you can do weird... So it's like, the Seraph were assholes. They were authoritarian assholes.
Yeah. Is
how we portrayed them. It's, oh no, you don't get to play with these magic relics because you're too young. You'll be too young for another 10,000 years, because it's going to take that long to have you stop being ignorant. And like, it's very much like they look down on the younger races. The younger races are less cultured, less capable. Like, that's how, like a religious aristocracy kind of deal. An elitist religious aristocracy. And so he was just like, this is a very interesting take for the angels. Like, and like we had the demons as a very different construct as well. We basically ran them very Scottish clan based.
Yeah.
Which, had its own ups and downs, and it was a very interesting conversation, because he's just like, I don't know a lot about Dungeons & Dragons, but I'm very interested in the world building you've done based on actual mythology, and how you've kind of twisted it about 90 degrees. And so we just had some really interesting conversations. It was very similar to, like, I remember my godmother was babysitting me for a week. My parents had gone out of town, and this is around the time that my parents were like, yeah, we probably shouldn't leave you alone. You're not old enough that we should leave you. But, like, literally the next year, they just started leaving me alone for weeks on end. And yeah. My godmother was there, and it was me and just a couple of friends, and they were staying the night, and we were gaming, and we were in how our house was set up at the time. We had a formal dining room, the kitchen, and then the living room. And so there was, like, more of a corridor, because there were, like, half walls that separated it. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you were in the living room, you couldn't see into the formal living room or a formal dining room. You had to walk through the kitchen and kind of around. It was like a big M shape.
Yeah.
And so she was in the living room, and we were in the formal dining room. We were gaming, and we were laughing. And so she gets up, she comes in, she's like, "So what are you guys doing?" It's like, "We're playing Dungeons and Dragons." Like, "Isn't that satanic?" And we're like, "Oh Lord, no! You should sit and
sit, stay a while,
stay a while, and listen." And so she did. She sat, and she's like, "Okay, what are you?" And, like, we filled her in, like, what the story was going on. She's like, "So what are you doing?" Because I was a DM. And I'm like, "I'm basically trying to dick them over," but while telling a story. And yeah, it was a very interesting Really? That was... I don't like the targeting to this game sometimes. But it was really interesting because she was just sitting watching us play, and, like, there was some role playing going involved, like we were doing some character bits, but what was really going on was, like, some plot device. So they were trying to figure out I think they were trying to figure out who killed somebody.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Murder Mystery Theater.
"You came up with all of this." It's like, "Well, kind of. Like, I come up with, like, a base story, and I try to leave it open for, like, certain directions, because I have no idea where they're gonna fucking go with this."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, this is interesting." And, like, it was neat to, you know, to see this, but it was really entertaining that, you know, she had no real knowledge of it beforehand.
Yeah. It was interesting. I think Mom had actually been interested in wanting to, like, play Dungeons and Dragons at some point in her life, but, like, that was what the boys did.
Yeah.
And so, like, as I was telling her about, like, different campaigns, and Cass started getting into Critical Role, and, like, so we're kind of bombarding Mom with this on both sides. She's like, "It's just really fascinating," and Cass and I kept on trying to, like, figure out how to put a one-shot together for Mom, and we just weren't able to make it happen. if I was smart, I would have just been like, "Hey, Win, can I borrow your notes so I can do this thing for Mom?"
Oh, there's a little sleepy cat.
I fucked up a fold. Yep.
I am just fucking this up. 6 waves from Sunday. Glad I can't really take any damage right now.
Kind of just feel like that's a theme for today. Like, everything's just kind of... Isn't that right, buddy? I tried to schedule the sleep study again. And when I called, first of all, there was a line on hold. So I had I was the 6th person in line. I was like, I mean, I get that it's lunchtime. And then I was like, hey, I need to schedule a sleep study. And she's like, okay, well, I will put you through to that scheduling department. Okay. We've done this 7 or 8 times before. We'll see if I get lucky this time. No. Apparently, it just kept ringing. No one picked up. And she was like, I don't know what the deal is, but I'll put in an urgent note for them to call you back. I noticed I still don't have a sleep study appointment.
Yeah.
So that'll be an interesting thing to discuss during the neurology follow-up tomorrow. And it's a follow-up with a physician's assistant, not the doctor that I saw. So
It's all right now.
I don't know.
Truly, how and when did...
Well, when he left to fight the I wanted... What a wonder...
Now I have to go Friday to
Is there any way we can enter other
have my last will and testament notarized.
Ooh.
Most crews won't fight...
Which was funny because they're like, oh yeah, you need witnesses to show that you are of sound mind. I'm like, good luck with that. Anyone who knows me is going to be like, really?
No. I know when you are of sound mind.
We can go to islands that aren't any pirates' territory and solve
I do.
problems for the locals.
If you weren't of sound mind, you wouldn't be looking at me like that. You'd be like, oh, okay.
Won't be easy.
Now I know you're playing me.
You have faith.
But
You know it.
It's not wrong. I don't know. The fact that I've been in such a shitty headspace the last couple of weeks,
Is it all just an act?
that when I tell people that because this is not the first time in the last 2 weeks I've tried to have my will notarized. Lib and I went to do this, and they're like, yeah, you need witnesses. Oh, you also need witnesses who aren't in the will. I'm like, shit, I forgot about that. But we were also kind of surprised that where we went didn't have just other people to be like, yes, we'll sign as, because it was a bank.
yeah,
A bank with a notary. The notary should kind of...
couple of notaries. If you
Yeah.
went to the
Yeah. So we went and we did it, and so we got signed. We need to get more. So we'll go, and we're going to go to the law office of our lawyer who helped us draft all this stuff, because legal assistance and they can count, so it'll be fine. But every person that I've told that I'm getting my will notarized, they're like, The second I say I'm getting my will notarized, and the fact that I've been in a bad headspace, they're like, "You're not planning on anything, are you?" Like, no, I'm not.
I mean, you are, just not that.
I mean, I shouldn't say that because apparently I'm already scaring the shit out of a bunch of people.
Just... Like, yeah, I'm planning on some shit. I'm planning on going to lunch on Sunday. Like, I'm planning to see Taylor Tomlinson in November. Like,
I am. I'm planning to go see the Rock Symphony Orchestra by candlelight.
you got plans.
In November?
Yeah,
I don't remember
I think
when
that is also in November.
Yeah, we don't have much coming up in between now and then except for a beach trip. So.
Well, I'm not gonna do it. I shouldn't do it. I want to. Nine Inch Nails is coming, and I would love to go. But it's at Lenovo, and I don't want to pay $34 for parking on top of the ticket price.
Yeah.
Let's think this through.
Also, Sleep Token is gonna be in Greensboro, and I did not know this, and it's sold out, and I'm pissy.
Dominoes. I just made Dominoes.
They apparently just came out with their first stuffed crust pizza, so, congrats.
It's taken them a while.
Oh, Domino's does shit on their own time. Okay, so I know that I was being a brat, but I was also 12, 13, and that's what 12, 13-year-old kids do.
Just ask if you need me to spot you, okay?
But at one point, for one of my birthdays, it had to have been my 13th. We went roller skating. Well, I was allowed to take a friend roller skating, and we did that. And when Pam came and picked us up, it was like, okay, well, we're gonna go get Domino's. It's your favorite pizza, and I was like, it is not my favorite pizza.
Just ask if you need me to spot you, okay?
But apparently, I was not allowed to say that out loud. And after, because my friend ended up spending the night, and after they went home the next day, I got in trouble for correcting Pam.
Let's spot each other.
And so after that, it took years for me to eat Domino's again, because I was still just so angry.
What to do? Let's think this through.
Cindy! I just made a merchant named Cindy.
Cinderella, Cinderella. Sorry. Oh. Not the same. Hello, buddy. What's
Handle
up?
the business.
I'm just being weird.
Me and little snuggle boy.
Step
I'm
right
gonna buy stuff at the shop. Rare goods. I can buy an upbeat starfish. It's a beach item. A crude vase.
Okay, so what gets downbeat though? Like,
I can buy a chipper shroom.
upbeat starfish sounds like it's very happy, but it claps on the 1 and the 3.
can buy some guns. I can buy a naughty bean bow, a crybaby bean bow, a pompous cudgel.
I don't know. Maybe you need the naughty bean bow.
An amateur halberd.
Because, you know, Canada throws like it was giving America a treat.
You shut your mouth. That was the weirdest fucking thing.
There is a voice actor who does audiobooks, and she had posted a video of herself reading a enemies to lovers between the U.S. and Canada, including the line, drop your tariffs and take it.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Thanks a bunch.
I'm gonna buy a gun.
Okay, now you sound like you're planning something.
There is a subreddit called Cringe Talks. I'll let you guess what they post.
Cringy TikToks?
Why, yes.
Wow.
And there's one of, I got kicked out of a Bass Pro Shop. And it's this guy who goes to a Bass Pro Shop and goes up to their hunting department and picks up a gun because he wants to look at it, and he's holding it, and he yells, "Get on the ground now!" Like, the guy behind the counter just takes it, but no, that's, and like one of the other guys is like, "You need to leave," and like,
Did he just say that he's getting ready for his job at ICE?
No, he kind of. He said that he's training to be a police officer. And the managers are like, no. And like it's the guy and the guy who's filming. And they're like, and customers are like, get the fuck out. Just get out.
What to do?
Yeah.
Let's think this through.
This is what, you know.
But they're chill with it when cops do it to black people. I mean...
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't mean to get political. Yes, I do.
Oh, I always mean to get political.
I'm all in.
Okay.
I got this.
Fridge and I have disagreements.
Wanna make some cash?
I've got a gun. I can't do anything with it, but I got a gun. I can put a normal longsword. I'm going to put the gun on her. She's got a gun.
James got a gun.
I had a cousin named Jamie, and that was just heal. No fallen units to heal. I haven't needed to heal anybody.
Let's spot each other.
This is my new power.
Learn that and learn both of those.
Thanks.
Let's see. Let's go do another fight. I'm just gonna hold a gun. Pirate Cove and Skull Rock Island.
I gotta hang in there.
Yes?
Just something about Pirate Cove. Drop your tariffs and take. I'm well. I am a well person.
I gotta hang in there.
I mean, as am I.
You're just the purriest boy.
Yep. What am I? Oh, I'm holding the gun. I'm like, what can I throw? The gun!
That is the most common way you use a gun and projectiles. Check it.
Can I? I don't think I can. Nope. Just a little too far away from my gun.
For a bucket.
Well, he died. I think I can throw the sword too. Which is actually one of my favorite things to do while sword fighting, because it pisses so many people off.
I can imagine.
To the crow's nest. Time to
Just sitting here and jump back and just. I mean, it's risky, but you know.
Something rolled to jiggle his balls to throw him off the tree.
Well, who is she? Oh, she's my merchant. No wonder why she didn't do any damage. Like, oh. And you're my healer. You're not going to do any damage either.
I broke his rhythm.
It's such a shame that John Mulaney was so terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm on him back, kicking up like a throw him off his rhythm.
Yeah.
We still haven't watched the last season of Big Mouth.
Nope. We need to watch that. I want more human resources.
I'm waiting for that. That's. Holy crap, my healer does more damage than the merchant. My merchant did 1 point of damage. The healer did 3. Let's see. Can I shoot you? I can. I can shoot you from here. 13 points of damage with a gun.
I'm not scared.
40 points of damage with a. Okay, 40 points of damage with a sword. That's a pretty decent sword.
Can't kill me now. Kill me with this.
Stop it.
You know, part of me wants to watch that movie again, but see, I can kill him with a punch because he only has 1 HP left. Oh, I got a critical of 4.
I would like to see the whole cast, well, except for Ron Glass, unfortunately, just get back together and redo it without Joss.
I mean, yeah. I did like watching the cast get together when they were announcing the Funko
haven't.
Pops.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think I tell you, since you mentioned sword fighting, one of the story arcs I have in mind for my own writing involves fencing, which means I actually have to study the sport, so I know the rules. Okay, if you're doing fencing and sword fighting are two very different things. If you're doing dueling or fencing, those are two very different. Fencing has a lot of rules that don't work in the real world because you're using foils, which bend. You don't stab someone with something that bends, but it's for safety reasons. Because
Whip them though.
I've seen people get stabbed with a broken foil, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But the fact that one of the things about fencing that just utterly pisses me off is that you can curve the tip of the foil and tag someone in the back, and that counts as a hit. And no way in any combat sport is that something that makes sense.
Well, it does in that combat sport.
Except it doesn't.
It does.
My magic bendy sword. Because I love fencing. I really do. Fencing is.
But there is a decided difference between the sport and combat.
Yes, it is. Fencing is no longer a martial art. It is a sport. Because it has its own rules, and a lot of what you can apply to fencing does not apply to real sword combat anymore. Simply because just the physics are so terribly different. The only thing that really carries over is the fact that you've got saber, rapier, and epee as three different forms of fencing, where really the big difference between them is the acceptable targets to score points.
Yeah.
Epee is everywhere. Saber is head and chest. And rapier is chest. And that's it. Like, those are the rules. And you will find some fencers that, like, I don't do epee style because, like, they're like, getting stabbed in the leg is bullshit. I'm like, no, getting stabbed in the leg would suck in combat. And it is a completely legitimate battle strategy.
I mean, really, just getting stabbed sucks.
I have been stabbed.
Unless for some reason done intentionally. And sometimes even then.
Like, it's one of those. Yeah.
It's like I can go get stabbed intentionally, and I need a new piercing. I'm feeling a little got that itch.
Well, I mean, once you're finished with Libby, we're all gonna go get tattoos.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my first tattoo. I've been talking about it for decades and just never gotten around to it.
Thanks a bunch.
But yeah, like I go get tattoos and that is stabbing. It's just a very light stab. It's a very surface level stab. You're not going for organs.
No.
There might be some bleeding, but you're not going for the organs.
There is some bleeding.
Yeah.
It's gonna bleed. But
Yeah.
you're not hitting anything.
Or at least you're hoping not to. If your tattoo artist is hitting something vital, then they probably should not be your tattoo artist.
Or you should be in a medical facility and not in a tattoo parlor.
Well, no, because chances are they're using like a needle gun. That's
Yeah. Like, no, I wanted to tattoo your colon.
They pull out a tattoo gun that's really just a jackhammer.
Really pointy end.
Just made it past the first boss in Castlevania without losing life. Is that the... I'm assuming Castlevania 1? Is it the bat?
A sea bat.
I can buy an inept bean bow. A bashful tea gun.
I mean,
a free W chop.
I would take the bashful tea gun personally. I feel like that fits my brand.
I can get a relaxed L sword.
Thanks a bunch.
A naive tea gun. Okay, maybe that fits my brand.
Joker tea gun. All right, there's. I'm a little mad at this. There's a free cudgel that costs 110. Liars.
Wannabe Cudgel is the name of my band.
Serious cudgel.
Is the name of my side project.
Oh God, I was watching a clip of Jimmy Fallon, and it was Mike Shinoda was the guest. For those of you who don't know, Mike Shinoda is one of the vocalists at Linkin Park. He's the one who does most of the rap chorus. He also has a side project. He has several side projects. Jesus. Fort Myer is one. He's done a lot. And he's also a fairly known music producer because I think he's got his own label, which is what Fort Minor and Linkin Park and a lot of these projects that he worked with are signed to. He was telling a story about how his daughter, who was a teenager, was doing, like, they had a talent show, and she was going to play guitar. And he's like, she's never played guitar before. She's never picked up like, this is all brand new for her. And so she starts learning, and she's not doing too bad. And, you know, I catch her practicing one evening, and she's like, I go in and it's like, hey, you know, you're doing really great, but, you know, one of the chords was a little off. Your hand position should be here. And she's like, okay, I like kind of brushes him off, like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, Dad. And unbeknownst to him, apparently he walked away, and his wife came in and was like, you should probably listen to your dad. And daughter's like, but why? And it's like, he knows a lot about music. And she's like, no, he doesn't. He's just a producer. And she then sits next to her daughter and brings up videos of live performances of Linkin Park. And she's like, okay, who's that? That's your dad. She's like, no, that's not my dad. It's like, How? I don't think if one of my parents were a famous musician whose music is several generations of impact at this point.
Yeah.
Like, because you can sit here and say, oh yeah, Hybrid Theory came out in 2000 when we were still in, we were still in school. they still had songs and albums coming out until, like, well past 2015?
Yeah.
Before Chester ended up passing away. And, like, that's over 15 years of content. They have at least 4 albums that have had chart toppers.
Yeah.
How do you not know any of this? Like, I just imagine that there's nothing musically related in that house. Like, he doesn't have any of his, like, platinum albums hanging on the wall or any of that shit. He doesn't have any Grammys or any... Nothing. It's all just, like, weird, like, live, laugh, love aesthetic. And his kid has no fucking clue.
Grayish everywhere.
Grayish. And so, like, he's raised this kid that's a big secret. No, we must never tell her that I was in Lincoln Park. She must never know that I can sing and rap and, like, how do you not know this? Just being in public. Like, hey, who's your dad? Oh, yeah, my dad's name's Mike. Last name's Shinoda. And everyone's like...
Oh, cool.
How do your friends' parents not go, oh, the guy from Lincoln Park? Okay.
I mean, it is too fucking bad that he's taken the group in the direction that he has. I am very angry about that.
Same. I just...
What's up? I'm going home now.
I enjoy very much finding covers of songs from bands that have done some things that I don't agree with, so that I can listen to that song without immediately going, wow, you're fucking douchebags. Like Foo Fighters. I love the Foo Fighters. Or I did. And then it turns out they're AIDS deniers. And that's fucked up. And certainly not going to give that money. So I find covers. Or I find tabs and I play it myself. Because fuck that noise.
Alright, where's my healer? You're my healer.
Excuse me.
You're gonna get a lightning staff. And then... You've got a sword, right? Yeah.
I cast check engine light.
It makes my muscles look good.
We can get the shallow dagger. There we go. Let's try this out. I was looking at it from this angle. And I'm like, is the gun attached to the mailbox? No, it's just slightly behind.
You've got mail. Blunderbuss.
Hang in there.
Let's see. Confine people to... I have to confine people to items. That's not unsettling at all, is it, Steve?
That doesn't sound like you're creating a Horcrux at all.
Gotta hang in there. I've got this.
See, what happens if I kind of want to... Yep, I will throw the gun. Well, the more you know. Let's see. Standard shot. Oh, right. I can't reach it. End turn. Let other people do some things.
I'm on it.
You say that, and then an ad pops up that's like 10 million free virtual coins. Like, I don't think that's what he was intending other people do, but okay.
That didn't kill him. I'm mad about that. That should have killed him.
That's what the universe says every day I wake up.
I still...
I'm awake, and I'm making it everyone's problem.
I still, to this day, there's the meme from Castlevania of Sypha, like, yeah! And Trevor looking, oh my god, and it's just the same caption under both pictures, like, God won't let me die, versus God won't let me die. And, like, I reference that so much.
I feel like I live that paradox daily.
Rob Liefeld actually wrote as a plot point in Youngblood that one of his characters was deliberately injected with HIV by his former employees to keep him in line. What?
That is fucked.
I have so many questions about
choices made by other people.
Comics are a hell of a drug. Let's see. Can I attack you? Yes, I can.
Also, why do that when you could go with the tried and true route of like an implanted shock collar, more or less? You step out of line, you get the zap.
I mean, that's basically the plot line of Suicide Squad.
Zap right again. The spirit is willing.
The flesh is spongy and
bruised.
Is that gonna kill him? Yeah, that killed him. Shock! 0 damage.
I'll do my best.
Fire. Not enough to kill. Liefeld was just one of those creators who reveled in testing the limits of what he could do. Well, you know, also he was not that great at anatomy. There is one very famous picture of Captain America that is just not physically capable. Yeah. With that, we're about done with the stream tonight.
Oh, shit.
So, when you end on a Rob Liefeld note.
Yeah.
Funny enough, watching Deadpool and Wolverine, there's a scene where they're in a city. It was in one of the trailers where it's Deadpool and Wolverine. They're walking in slow motion out into the street, like spaghetti western style, and there's a shop behind them that's Liefeld and Co. Because it is a dig at Rob Liefeld.
The petty in me sees the petty in a lot of people, honestly.
There was one person that posted that because Ryan Reynolds has been announced that he's going to be in Avengers Doomsday and or Secret War. Someone's like, if Deadpool pulls that shit of, you know, breaking the fourth wall, I'm going to get out and walk out of the movies. Like, you can do that in your own fucking movies, but not in Avengers. I'm like, do you not understand the character?
Yeah. That's... Then leave. They don't need your money.
Or better, if you leave, okay, you're just not seeing the rest of the movie. They've already got your money.
I mean,
So,
yep.
Linkara makes fun of Layfield's sense of anatomy every time he reviews Youngblood. I'll have to show Jess this picture because I don't know if you've seen this picture of Captain America, but it is something. But anyway, thank you all for tuning into the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've played a little bit of the previous game of this, the Phantom Brave, Till We Meet Again, I think. I don't remember the name. I've got it somewhere around here. Where is it? Phantom Brave, We Meet Again. Yeah, it's on the Wii. I've got the Wii version. This is a sequel to it. It's interesting. It's very. I like this idea of tactical RPGs that you have like range of motion rather than like you're on a grid, because it's like, well, there's a guy like diagonal left, but I can't hit him because he's diagonal left. He's not directly in front of or to the sides or rear of me. It's like,
yeah,
here's fine, here's fine. This is a little questionable. But yeah, I've always wanted to see more tactical RPGs in this style, so I was really interested to try it out. I do have Sea of Stars going up. I have missed several uploads because I just suck as a person when it comes to time.
No. You have undertreated ADHD. That does not mean you suck as a person.
I suck as a person when it comes to time management.
Hey, okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Next time you try to correct me. Uh-huh.
I walked into that one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go before my foot is so far down my throat right now. And I should charge admission for a kink show.
Canada thrust, as if giving America a treat.
Oh. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week, same hat time, same hat channel, Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. If I do have to cancel or postpone for any particular reason, I will post about it in the Discord. Go check that out. There's a link in the video description. And I have been trying to post some memes. And Jess and I, before the live stream, we were going over a bunch of video memes. So, like, these are ones that we were going to save for the Discord, and we've completely forgot to upload them to the Discord. So there's going to be a bunch of that just pops up at some point. So go check that out. But yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Till then, take care of yourselves. Try to stay safe. The weather has started to calm down in a lot of parts of my viewing area. But, you know...
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because it's often a lie. And don't let your guard down. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Can still get really warm and really humid, and drink some water. Your body will thank you for it. But in the meantime, take care, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys. Don't fall for Nazi propaganda.
Well, I mean, you could just say, don't fall for propaganda.
I mean, that too, but like...
Don't fall for propaganda.
Don't fall for propaganda.
Punch a Nazi.
Please. It's a time-honored tradition.
Separate them as two equally valid points. Don't fall for propaganda and punch a Nazi.
Yeah, yeah.
And Rowan agrees.